Hello, fabulous chemistry students. Video number 3, a tutorial in naming acids and bases. It's basically just going to teach us how to name them. There's a unique set of rules to follow for both. I'm going to tell you this. This is going to be a fairly quick video. I'm going to try to kind of fly through it because of this one reason. I'm not really going to hold you guys accountable for naming these acids and bases based on these rules. We're going to stick to the ones that are in the reference table as they are, and then you're going to be good. But I want you to at least have experience with this terminology. And so we're going to go through the notes, but like I said, I'm not going to really hold you accountable for how we do this. Binary means 2. So there's 2 total elements involved. Okay? The first word in the name begins with hydro because the first element is usually H. Acids that start with hydrogen, H. So the first word's going to be hydro, and then the element that follows it, I'm going to replace it with an ic, and then of course it's going to end in acid. So here, H becomes hydro, chlorine becomes chloric, and then we say acid. Okay, I'm going to scroll right down to this one. Hydrogen becomes hydro, bromine becomes bromic, and then we say acid. Good. So this is easy, and this is the bulk of what we're going to do. And I just want you to understand where we get those words from. Okay. Here's where things start to get a little bit crazy. Ternary means 3. Okay. So I'm going to start with an H, and I'm going to have 3 total elements. Okay. In this particular case, we do not use hydro, but it's the same rule as binary, except for the 8 and the I are replaced with ic and us. So 8 and ic, I goes with us. So I guess I overlapped them, but at least I changed colors. And here's how I remember that if I need to. The 8, I went to the cafe and I ate at the cafe and it was icky. Okay, what I ate was icky. So I look at this, HNO3. I have more than 2 things. I have 3 things. So that's where I lose the hydro. I look at NO3. I have nitrate from table E. I'm going to take off the 8. And now it just becomes nitrous. Wait, nitric. 8 is ic. 8 is ic. Nitric. And then acid. So I know it's an acid. In this case, again, I see 3. So I'm going to lose the hydro. NO2 is nitrite. So this becomes nitrous acid. And of course, the reason why we have these rules and we follow them is because now if I were to see this word, nitric acid, I see there's no hydro, so I know there's going to be 3 elements. I see nitric, take away the ic goes to 8, look up nitrate, it's HNO3, and I can go backwards. That's the reason why we have all of these naming systems in chemistry. There are some exceptions, of course. H2SO4 is sulfuric. And SO3 is sulfurous. Acid. Okay. Naming for bases, this is actually a lot easier. I'm going to name the first ion in the formula as is, ammonium, sodium, and then the OH becomes hydroxide, which is in table E, in case you forget what it is. So this becomes lithium. Oh, there's an I in there. Hydroxide. Sorry, I'm writing bad because I'm just doing it fast. This is magnesium. Hydroxide. And that's it. It's simple. I'm going to do ammonium hydroxide, but we're getting the gist. Here's some practice I'm not going to ask you to do, but guess what? Be fabulous if you could do it. Be fabulous. Fabulous. So here's what I really want you to understand. If I'm an acid, I'm going to end in the word acid. And if I see this word hydro, that's a key that it's probably an acid. Bases. All bases generally end in hydroxide except for ammonia. So, common rules for most things. Done with this video with naming. You know, you finished it, you're good. Now you got a little feel for it, and then we move on to the next video. See you guys in class.